Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV. Welcome to the Manc Talk. Big up to everybody who's tuned in. Big up to everybody who's still awake. You know what I mean? I know it's a
I
late
know.
one.
It's a late
But
one, man.
yeah, it's a late one, man. It's a late one. But listen, Fergie time, eh? You have to do it, man. But people, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to these guys. I'm going to introduce them one by one. Obviously, you all know Big Steve. Big Steve, what you saying, man?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. I'm
Yeah,
recovering,
man.
man. Had a week off.
Yeah.
Chest infection, throat infection, no streams on the channel, nothing. Just been resting up, man.
Yeah, man, that's it. Sometimes you need that, innit? Sometimes you need to recover, man, because it gets a lot, man. So
Do you know what? I give my
big up-
tickets away for Brighton and West Ham. West Ham, I want to ask. I thought, you know what? I'll watch it on the telly. And on the day, I realised it wasn't even on the telly. So I was gutted. So I had to listen to it on the radio, start finding them dodgy streams and that.
it's mad, innit? My little brother was watching on the phone and that Peter Drury and that. It was crazy. It's crazy. And if you haven't seen this guy before, this guy's called Premzytv. You get me? We grew up in primary school and that. Arsenal fan. Everyone say you look like Mo Salah, man. Everyone say Mo Salah.
Yo, this is my rough day, you know what I mean? This is at 11 o'clock. I'm at home and that hair's looking a mad thing. But you know what, man? It's all love. It's all love. Keeping it real.
Premzy, can I
100.
ask you a question?
Go on.
How the fuck do you grow up facing Main Road and support Arsenal?
Because obviously my dad's from London. So obviously my dad married my mum, moved to Manchester. My older brother was a United fan. So that's it now, innit?
Well, to be fair, City were absolute shit, so you didn't have much competition. I'd have probably supported Arsenal.
To be honest with you, it was Ian Wright. You know, Ian Wright did it for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think once, and then I was pretty close to my dad when I was young, so I used to watch the games with him, and obviously used to hate United as well, innit? So it added to the atmosphere. So it was good, man. But yeah, man, diehard Arsenal, man. I Saeed from young, man, nursery, school, repping it hard.
This is it, man. This is it, man. So you get anyone that says, you know what I mean, is a fake fan and all that. I've seen it from day one. You know what I mean? It's been a banter era, but listen, you're on the same points as us, so I can't speak at the minute. But where do we start, man? You know what I mean? Let's start with United, man. Steve, I'll come to you first. United are the best, mate. What's going on with my great club, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I won't go that far about being great and all that. Maybe one day. Now, it's finished, innit? I just think it's a fucking shambles, mate. I'll be honest with you. Do you know? Yeah, this is how bad your fan base is again. Yeah, we lost last night to West Ham. Big up West Ham. Yeah, we've not lost a Carabao Cup game in nearly 5 years, and we've won it 4 years on the bounce. Soon as that last penalty went in, I had about 60 DMs going, City got beat off United fans who've just been beat 5-0 off fucking Liverpool. And
what can we do, man? We need
trying to banter me. Premzy, they're trying to banter me. But at the end of the day,
you know what? Yeah, these United fans need to get used to it now, because as long as Ollie's there, there's no way out for him.
Premzy, though. The thing is, Premzy, I'm going to be real. They don't know how to get used to it. They don't know how to lose. They've never lost. You know what I mean? The last few years, this generation of Man United fans can't get it in their head, because when they started supporting United, they were supporting United because they were the best. And now they're thinking...
Yeah, Glory Hunter's half of him. Glory Hunter's trust me, man. We're born and raised in my side. We've seen how it is, yeah. Half of them there in the hood should be City fans, yeah.
It's born against City fans. You know what I mean? It's born against City fans.
Man, seeing City, I thought City were dead, yeah. I can't be supporting City back there. Trust me, man. I remember when Kevin Keegan and all that came outside Main Road, and that, you know what I mean? I remember all them times, man.
The thing is, though, seriously, I look at them, banter aside at the minute, and from the top to the bottom, I can't believe how bad it's gone. And that's not me trolling, because as soon as I say anything about United, they go, oh, you're obsessed with Man United. But I said it on the Big Six. It's not obsession. I'm taking the piss because you kicked me while I was down for 20 years. So this is my revenge now. So allow it, innit?
Yes, Steve. Big Steve's on small.
He's on it.
This is nothing. But what I'm saying is, I look at them, yeah, and I think years ago, I used to look at them and I used to think, wow, they're fucking invincible leagues. You've got Ferguson, you know what I mean? They've got Old Trafford, they had Carrington, they had Keane, Giggs, Scholes, Cole, my list can go on, Kenchelskis. And I used to be sat there with Georgie King-Clancy thinking, you know what, one day we might have a team that might be challenging. And then I flip it now, and we're like, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, how the hell does one man leave your club? Alex Ferguson, one guy, and the whole place.
Mate, you tell me.
How does that happen?
It just shows you how important he is, isn't it, though? He was to United, because if you see it, you could just clearly see that the people that are running United at the moment and that have been running them for a while, they're just clueless. Do you know what I mean? They're absolutely clueless. Like, the way United's fallen is unbelievable. Like, see, even with Arsenal, we fallen, but United always used to go and buy the best players. See, with us, we used to create great players. Yeah, but it's still, you're buying players, but sometimes you don't know if it's going to work or not. Do you know what I mean? It's not buying players to a system. It's just buying players for the sake of it. And that's how it's been for a long time.
Please, the supporters, them Glazers, pulled Ronaldo out their ass. They spun the PR. Fabrizio Romano and all them boys have told you the Man United puppets, mate. Agents pay them to get it out there. He was getting it out there. Man City want Ronaldo the close and all that. Ferguson pissed his pants, in bed, jumped out of bed, got on the blower and went, you can't let Ronaldo go to City. He's never going to City. Next minute, they've signed him. £500,000 a week. The guy's a legend. But take a step back.
That's what I said. I know.
He's 36 years old, and he ain't capable of doing what they think in their mind that when he left United that he was doing. He's not the same dude. Do you know what I mean? So if City would have got him, or Liverpool would have got him, then Liverpool and City's team are playing that well. They could slot him in here and there. At United, he's got to play every week because the fans demand it. You've got grown-ass men screwing in the car park. If they come from Ireland or Norway or Sweden...
They're coming in the derby, Steve. Watch out. They're coming in the derby.
They're going to kick off, man. They're going to kick off.
I'm just going to read a couple of super chats. I think I missed one from Victor Leang. Big up to Victor Leang. Mohammed Patel says, how you feeling, Steve? Look after yourself, pal. I'm a United fan, but if you do Spurs, it's going to be paper over the cracks. Ollie out, man. This is the fear now, man. Who would have... Like, the fan base here is very, very toxic at the minute. And that's only created by the Glazers not making a decision. You know what I mean? Only our football club is letting a man, Alex Ferguson, basically dictate what happens in it. Like, for me, I'm not letting that slide, because at the end of the day, Alex Ferguson should be in Monaco, sipping on the finest red wine possible and relaxing. You know what I mean? Then Premzy, he shouldn't be making decisions. Your guy, Arsene Wenger, is chilling in being sports. He don't have no affiliation anymore. And he's one of your great centers.
Yeah, it's because they don't want him to have affiliation with the club. And you know what it is with Wenger, it was sad to see what happened with him, because he was our greatest ever manager, he just stayed a little bit too long. And this time was inevitable. We were going to have to build. But what I didn't understand is everybody was kicking off. Everyone was mad because we were getting top four, We left our greatest ever manager, and now we're just going backwards and backwards and backwards. And it just seems like everyone's accepting, 6 is all right, or we'll get 6 now. Run all of that, bro. We need to be looking at top 4 straight up. You get me? Like, everyone knows where I stand on Arteta. And with Arteta, he's not the man for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to kill him. I don't want to slate him and all of that, because at the end of the day, he's still the manager. But for me, he's not the right man. And he's proven it time and time again. And in certain games, he hasn't shown the quality that he obsesses. And it's like I say to everyone, if you own a massive business, you're not going to hire someone to manage that business if they've never had no experience before. Arsenal's a massive organization that needs to reach the top. How are we giving it to someone and letting man use it as an apprenticeship? Do you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make no sense to me, bro. I think they went in a different direction. I think because obviously the Unai Emery and all that didn't work out, and I think they just thought, you know what, we'll try something new. But when you employ Mikel Arteta, you know what you're getting. He's unproven, so the only way he's ever going to be proven is by giving them a chance. So they gave him a chance. If it don't work out, it don't work out. Yeah, but that's why these guys are pricks, Steve. Because the bottom line of it is, before even Unai Emery took over, we were dead. Do you know what I mean? We were every year we were in the Champions League, but we were getting smacked up in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? We were just in there to make numbers, and that was the truth of the matter. So once we got rid of Wenger, we should have looked to get Allegri or somebody that was going to actually push our team forward, bring something new. We signed Unai Emery. Obviously, I'm not saying he was Sorry,
they definitely kept all the Wenger far too long.
Yeah, definitely too long.
And that's the problem with United. We're keeping on. I don't understand why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs 3 games to prove what? To get speed. For me, Man City licking their lips, mate, in the match of Derby. And I'm actually scared to go in that game and get annihilated again. I've already seen the 6-1 live. I've already seen this.
I've had City fans say to me, I think we should take one for the team. Let the cup win. Say, let the cup win. Let the cup win. Keep him in a job. Doesn't matter, does it? It's not like it's going to affect the title race. And I'm like, nah, man, we need to smoke him. Just get him. This is different, though. I'm taking a party at and a fucking party blower. Me, I'm just having a big party in the ground.
So are you not bothered then if you win on?
He's at the wheel. Party popper.
Yo, but I'm being serious, yeah. See, United ain't gonna let go of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer anytime soon. And trust me, I'm telling you, they're gonna stick. They're gonna stick. They'll end up going beating Tottenham, yeah, because obviously I'm supporting United that day. So they'll beat Tottenham, and then they'll get another couple of games.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I support anyone that's playing Tottenham. I support them.
We won 6. Nah, I don't know how you guys even think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to get a result at Tottenham. I know Tottenham are that bad, yeah. And I was doing something with Toby today, and he said, United are going to win. He didn't make me feel any better. But I don't see how you guys are thinking that Tottenham are gonna beat us when the way we're playing, Steve. Like the way we're playing, how bad it is. How do you see even us doing it? I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has that.
He's got that weird. He's just got that weird thing about him where when you just think he's a dead man walking, he pulls a couple of results out. Next minute, he's back at the wheel. That's why we're bantering it, because I don't know how the guy's still in a job. I really don't. And then you see them old interviews and Neville saying to him like, "Where do you want your statue?" and all that, because he won a few games. And I'm like, wow, people have just gassed him up that much. And I mean, it's just, I can't honestly, when I look at it, I can't believe the guy's got a job there.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
When you actually think about it, yeah, the guy got Cardiff relegated. He's fucking dog shit, yeah, and he's in charge of one of the biggest things. And I think the fans just went with it, though. I think they're all like, "Oh, out the wheel." We see
because he was a legend. That's why.
He's not a legend. He's a cult hero, man. I'm not buying this legend business.
He's your legend, fam. He's your legend.
Like Lou Macari Chippy and that on the corner. There's probably a guy worked in there for 20 years. He's probably a legend at Old Trafford. You ain't going to give him the fucking job, are you? Because he serves you chips every week. But that's the same thing. He's a legend at United. He serves the best chips about, but you ain't giving him a job. You know what I mean? You give it a PE teacher instead.
Yeah, well, we got one in. You know what I mean? We got one in already. Imsy says, "Don't be surprised if Ollie wins all 3." Will I? Someone said it could be.
That could happen.
Yeah.
To be fair, he gets good results against City anyway, Ollie.
I know, but the thing is, though, I don't think this is I think this is a different one where Guardiola won't let this slide, man. He knows how now he's going to be thinking, I need to beat this team. He needs to get the goal difference up. Finger beat us for how many goals? Chelsea got 7 goals against Norwich. Liverpool got 5. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola is professional, mate. He's not one to mess about and say, you know what, Ollie, take one for the team, mate. Because at the end of the day, are you going to win the Champions League? We'll see. You're out the Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? FA Cup. Surely you got to win one major trophy. You always win one major trophy, Steve. You don't mess around.
For the last few years under Ole, United's had a system and a game plan where they play you on the counter attack. So if you go there and fight fire with fire and try and steamroll them, they can catch you on the counter attack, get an early goal, and then defend like mad, and you beat 1-0. They've done that to us a few times. This season, there's no system. There's no counter attack. There's no press.
None.
You've got Ronaldo, who's, if you put it right on his bonds or you give him a great pass, it's a goal. But other than that, if the chips are down, if anyone scores first against Man United at the minute, I think.
Yeah, they're going to win.
You're just going to kill them. Because, and I tell you what, Liverpool murdered you, yeah? But Gary Neville hit the nail on the head. He said, City's coming here in a few weeks. He went, City might only win 1-0. He went, but it could be worse. He said, because City will play with them like you never, will take you in deep water and drown you, man. I'm telling you.
Premzy, in terms of our board and whatnot, and the fact that we've got Sir Alex Ferguson and whatnot, and the history, the DNA, do you feel like us, me and you, and say Arsenal, they're in a similar predicament where a lot of people want to win the right way? There's no right way anymore. You got to spend big. You got to do things that are against your traditions of your club, innit?
Trust me, look, Newcastle's just been took over. Yeah, within the next 5 to 6 years of them getting took over, they're going to be in a better position than us. Because money talks in football, and that's how it is. Look at Chelsea, look at City. The truth is, money came in and it changed things. And that's like, even if you look at Leicester City, they do investment, but they invest smart. Do you know what I'm saying? Our clubs don't invest smart. We got there's certain players, I mean, certain people within the system that don't really know how to scout proper players or get players for a system or know how to get a bargain. If anything, they're just going for silly price tags, and just trying to get English talent. And that's all that I'm seeing right now. Because if you look at the couple signings from both clubs as well, even down to like Daniel James, United brought Young, got rid of him, stuff like that. Arsenal, we've got loads of English talent. We brought in Ben White as well. So, I mean, for me, we could have shopped around the market and brought someone better at a cheaper price. So until things change at the top, I can't really see things changing at all. And with Arsenal, it's just Arteta for me. He's unproven yet. So like 1 week, you know what, one week you get something, the next week you get something else. It's just inconsistent. And until we can find some consistency, then it'll be good luck. He's won an FA Cup. And after that, we've not really progressed in it. That's just the truth of the matter, innit? And we've been in the mud for years, 15 years. We've not been in the Champions League for 5 years, Saeed. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's disgraceful.
Could be worse. Could be Arsenal. You know what I mean? It could be worse. Could be Arsenal.
Yeah, but with Arsenal, a minute, I can see a couple of little chinks here and there, and things are like coming through where I think, fair play. I can see some.
At least trying to get young players in. Young players. Listen, they're trying to do something.
If you've employed a manager like Arteta, you've put your neck on the line with an unproven manager. The thing you've got to give him is time. You can't expect an unproven manager to walk through the door and turn into prime Wenger. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but there's a thing in it. Like, say, for example, I go to the games and I watch with my own eyes, Now, there's some decisions that he makes that's daft. For example, look at Saliba, We brought in Ben White for what, 50-odd million, And Saliba's doing bits in France. He's been our player. He's going to come back with, 2 years left on his contract. He's going to be in the position then to negotiate the best thing for him rather than the club. Martinelli played last game. He didn't set the stage alight. But fans need to understand, Arteta's bringing him on with like 1 minute to go. Like, you can't get no form, or you can't find your feet playing with 1 minute to go. Do you know what I mean? You come into the game, 90 minutes. Yeah, fair enough. He's giving him 90 minutes to play the game. But you can't just expect him to just click like that. He's got to get a run of consistency, and he should be able to manage these players well. And Martinelli is a bad man. He needs to get a chance. Like, we've seen what he's capable of doing. Why not give him a chance? You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things with Arteta that just pisses me off, bro. That's just the truth.
There's a problem with that Saliba somewhere, because he don't seem to be getting. It's a weird one now.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? It's a bit dodgy, Saliba, though.
I can't understand why you buy a player like that and he's getting loaned all over the place.
Do you know what it is? I think Arteta wanted to be safe, and this is my honest opinion. I believe Arteta wanted to loan him out because he thought he was young. He hasn't seen enough of him, and he thought, you know what? I'll get somebody in that I've seen in the Premier League. So this season he doesn't finish 8th, and this season he can get a better run by going with certain players with a bit more experience. But do you know what I mean? Saliba's a top player, man.
Do you not think, as an Arsenal fan, though, if he had a pair of bollocks, Arteta, right? Say he said, right, I'm keeping Saliba and I'm starting Martinelli. If you started poorly and lost a few games and Saliba made mistakes and Martinelli won't hit in a barn door, do you think your fan base, the way it is, will be on him saying, why are you playing Saliba? He's inexperienced, and why are you not starting Lacazette?
Do you know what? I don't think they would. I honestly don't think they would.
But I think Arteta thinks that in his head, thinking, I can't risk it. This is my job. If I lose 3 games on the bounce heavily, I'm losing my job. I honestly think these managers are frightened to death. I've said it on the Big Six. You can't just bring youngsters in. There's only certain managers like Klopp, Guardiola, probably Brendan Rodgers, whose fan base are cool with them. And if they bring players in and it doesn't work out, if Pep Guardiola brought a few youngsters in and we fell out the title race, the City fans won't be saying, get him out. They'd just be like, okay, you tried. That's it.
Yeah,
but with Arsenal and United at the minute, I think the fans are like, you've probably got half of them who'll think, you know what, I can see what he's trying to do there. Fair play. He's tried to play Saliba, tried to play Martin, like, didn't work. But then you're going to get the ones who are going to go, fucking hell, what's he doing? And then all that. So I think he just can't win.
But you know what? I think people are mistaken as well, because what people need to realise is Arsenal's always brought youth through. We've been one of the only teams through the Premier League, that have brought youth consistently through our team. And that's the truth, more than anyone else. So our fans, they accept giving youth a chance. So you're forgetting, we're not Chelsea, we're not United, City, and all these teams that never used to give youth a chance. We've always give youth a chance. And to be honest with you, like, if Saliba come in, the fan base has been crying out for him. Now, the reason you send players on loan is to go out and get experience. you understand what I'm saying? He went out. He's been on 2 loan stints at Nice. He got their player of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So why not give him a pre-season opportunity to see what he's got before just shipping him out? Do you know what I mean? That's just common sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. I just want to touch back on United in terms of the rumours of Antonio Conte, Steve. Would you be scared if Antonio Conte came to the Premier League, or would you be like, nah, there's still problems at United anyway, regardless?
No, I said it before with you. I've spoke about it. I think that the players, if you take a step back and look at Man United's squad, them players, they've got a really talented squad. Yeah, fantastic. Sancho, Pogba, Ronaldo. It's a squad a lot of teams would want. Yeah. So I think with a manager that's got a bit of a track record and he's got a bit of discipline about him and he's got a bit of ethos, he could probably come in there and players could probably buy into the system and think, you know what? Yeah, we've got a leader now to match our thing. I think some of them players, I mean, we've all done it before. I don't know about you. I've played Sunday League and like for teams and we've had a manager in and you think, wow, this guy ain't got a fucking clue. And I tell you, it affects you. And then you get a new guy in who's all full of mad ideas and gets you playing in a certain system. And then all of a sudden, you want to play for him. You want to run through brick walls for him. I don't think any of them Man United players want to run through brick walls for Ole. I don't think they want to run through brick walls for the captain either. I think he's the right man.
It's a lamb to the slaughter, though, because I think them days are over. You know what I mean? I think them days are over where you run around without a kind of a clear plan. I think there was a video out today where Bruno pressed, Wan-Bissaka pressed. Through kind of like, you know, you see that, but then it's like, in reality, teams are too technical now. If you want to be the best in the world, you've got to play good football. You've got to be That's why I feel like with Arsenal fans, it's that they can, I don't know, I get that they're not the best manager in the world, Arteta, but you can see some clear.
I don't know what bro. I don't know what you're watching, bro. You get me? I don't know what you man are watching because I'm watching it, bro. I'm watching it with my eyes, and get me. And what I'm seeing with my eyes, bro, I'm not seeing there's no style of play. That is just the truth of the matter. We can't open teams up. Yeah, it's sideways passing, and to be fair, like over the last 8 performances that we're unbeaten. I can't really, apart from the Tottenham game, where we had a really good first half. I mean, even the second half was flat. Other than that, bro, I'll be honest with you, none of them games set me alight. Do you know what I mean? None of them games made me feel, oh.
How many wins are you unbeaten now? I think you're about 8 games unbeaten or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying, you know, have patience with Arteta, this and that. He's not going to get sacked until the end of the season.
Nah, Arteta's not getting sacked. No way, he's not going to get sacked, bro. Trust me, this is why I've given up.
Give him time, and I've said it behind closed doors to Turkish. I was one of them that said give him time. People thought I was taking the piss, but I said, look, the guy, he's got a lot in his locker. He's worked with the best Pep Guardiola for a while. He knows what he's doing, man. Listen, he's won an FA Cup, you know. You know what I mean? If Alexander Solskjaer won an FA Cup at Man United, he'd have got a 10-year contract like Saeed was asking for. You know that, don't you?
No. We're not asking for anything. We're asking him to get out the door.
The Conte thing, a guy said to me today, Steve, do you think Conte is too defensive for Man United? And I was like, well, you know, it's his own system. I don't buy into that. But I just think Conte would have more of an idea of what to do with them players than Ole's got. But I think there's problems beyond just coming in and picking a team. I think the men above that are not footballing men. They're accountants and businessmen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the main man at the top, them Glazers, they're not footballing guys, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you look at the clubs now in the Premier League and, you know, there's some well-run clubs with football men all through the structure. And I mean, you only have to look at Man United's training ground, Saeed, and we're not taking the piss, but fuck me, man.
No, it's shocking.
They should have kept David Moyes. That's what they should have done. Telling you now.
Moyes, someone said it today. I seen it on Twitter. Some guy went, I'm hearing rumours United want Moyes. I was like, please.
Oh, mate, honestly, that would just kill me. That would literally
sign him up.
Hey, Moyes, I'll be honest with Moyes. I felt a bit sorry for him at the time.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him as well. I'm not going to lie. Treated him bad.
He was the first one in after Fergie, and he got all the swords in the back. He took all the swords in the back, and he was like, he got out of there rapid. And these other that got a bit more leeway than him. You know what I mean?
There was a guy in front of me, and honestly, I wanted to absolutely do him in, man, because he pissed me off. Because you know what he said to me? I said to the woman next to me, big up Leslie. I said, "This is probably the worst I've ever seen." Yeah, I know, man. Big up Leslie, man. She goes, I said to her, "This is probably the worst I've ever seen." And then this guy behind me just put his face back. He goes, "Are you having me on? David Moyes is worse than this." I said, "What do you mean, David Moyes is better than this? This has got the best talent in the world." He goes, "That was a champions. We had the best, team Vidic." I said, "They were all aging. He had Fellaini. He had Mato. He had Wayne Rooney that was playing number 10. Come on, man." And honestly, man, I felt like he was trolling me, man. I felt like, is this guy undercover blue or whatever? You know what I mean? He was taking a piss out of me, mate. And then he was like, "Nah, man, Moyes is worse than this." And for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to be the worst manager of the whole lot. The amount of money he's had, the amount of expenditure, the amount of things that have gone his way. And it's like, just because he's got this kind of status and he scored that goal in 99, sentiment's clouded everything. And that's a problem. That's why I urge any fans.
I'm going to vouch for you a little bit, because fair play to Saeed. He's been harping on about this Ollie out for a long time.
Yeah, he has.
And all these top Reds, they know who they are. I know them all as well in Manchester.
Yeah.
Giving the guy shit on the bus. They're giving him shit on the way to Old Trafford. All them same dudes now, they're all like, yeah, Ollie out in it, yes. Saeed was right now, I know what you're saying now. So listen, people just got to realise, I judge football with my eyes, I don't judge it about stats, bullshit. It's with my eyes. I've always done that. And it's the same when I look at a player, people go, "Fucking hell, what do you mean you don't rate him? He's done and he's got so much goals." And I go, "That is bullshit, mate."
Yeah,
I'm
bullshit, man.
With my eyes, mate. And I'm telling you, with my eyes are fucking bleeding when I watch that Solskjaer, because that is shit, mate. Honestly, I can't handle it. I've watched Frank Clark, Phil Neal, Alan Ball. I've watched all the great City managers, Steve Coppell. But he's shit. I think City had better managers than him.
Do you know what it is with United as well? Yeah, back in the day, I remember growing up, teams used to fear United, used to fear Arsenal. There's no fear no more. Do you know when teams like now, the people fear Liverpool, fear City, and that's just the truth of the matter, innit? And even Chelsea, now Chelsea got a good team. But when we used to go to teams, people used to lose the game before we've even kicked off, and that was the truth of the matter. Now people are looking at our teams and thinking, right, what we've got to do is put it on them a little bit, and that's it. They're going to fold. Do you know what I'm saying? But
do you reckon just to super chat, the Glazers are only after the Super Bowl with the Bucks? Do you reckon that there's an argument to say that, we've had our time now, and it could literally, because I'm looking at Conte and I'm thinking, bloody hell, if Conte don't work, I think this could be like.
No, I think Conte, wherever Conte goes, he came to United. He came to United or Arsenal. The reason I think he'll do well because he likes to take on projects. Do you know what I mean? And he's proven at it as well, innit? It's not like he takes them on and he fails. And the thing is, he took Chelsea from 10th to winning the league the next season. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure Juventus were winning the league every season until he got there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it just shows you, innit? Like he'll be able to attract certain players as well. Like with Arteta, I don't think he can attract certain players. Do you know what I mean? Some players are going to come and think, right, I'm going to play for you.
Well, fair play though. He has a style. He knows that Ben White. He knows that playing out for the back. Now they're taking. We've got one Saka who can't get out the ball out for the back. We've got we brought in the McFred. They're not the greatest. Everything doesn't make sense.
You just need to bring Phil Jones back in the back, centre back. That's what you need to do.
Listen, he's training at the minute, man. He's looking to clean people out, man. But what do you reckon, Steve, man, in terms of United and Arsenal, if they don't act quickly in the next couple of years, that they could literally be doing like top 4 battles and top 6 battles, man, if you don't quickly act, mate. Because if you look at Newcastle, if they get their act together, Leicester always expanding.
I just think there's a few teams like that. I think City and Liverpool are pulling away on and off the pitch in certain respects. They've got a system that's working. And I think until certain other clubs maybe fall into line or try and get the ship in order, they could be left behind. I've got a feeling that some teams will be like, hold on a minute. Because there's a lot of teams. I think Man United's one of them. They waffle on a load about it's Man United and this, that, and the other. And years ago, when Man United wanted a player, all they had to do was turn up, put the shirt on the table and go, "You want to play for that shirt?" And they go 100%. And then they'd make it difficult for their clubs. And then they go. Now Man United are getting played in the transfer market by agents. They're getting played all over. They're paying over money. That Harry Maguire fee. And then they use City. Oh, City wanted Maguire. Really? Do you think so? Do you really think so?
I think Pep Guardiola's ruined us, man. He wanted Fred, he gave it us. He wanted Maguire, he gave us. No. There was Steve. There was.
Did he want
rumors. Well,
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Strong rumours by your mate Fabrizio Romano, who's being paid by agents to get the price up. This is
bloody hell.
In the real
He's
world,
a tapping merchant, man. He's a tapping merchant.
Do you know what though? See United as well, yeah. One thing I don't understand yet, they were chasing Jadon Sancho for 2 years, yeah. The guys come and they made him a bench warmer. It's unbelievable.
You see what?
I mean, I don't get it.
You see what Sky Germany did as well?
What, when they put the stats off of him playing?
007.
Yeah.
007.
This is another
I'll
one.
tell you something now, yeah? I'll tell you something now.
There's a reason for all this, you know.
I will tell you something now, yeah? Manchester United went to Dortmund and bought the wrong player. Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham was Bellingham's
Can you imagine Jude Bellingham in that midfield with Pogba? Unbelievable, mate. The energy that lad would have given that team, unbelievable. But no, it's like they're playing FIFA. Everyone wants Sancho, so we'll get Sancho because he does 4 step-overs and he used to be a City player. But you give us 12 million anyway. So
he used to be a City player, you know. Steve's
out here. That's us, man. That's us because we're trying to get success quickly, innit? We're almost like panicking at the minute. And that's
but the people that are buying the players are just not good enough, innit? Like I said, they've not got a football mind, they've not got a football brain. They're just literally bankers. And what they do is they see what the fans want, and after the United fans broke into the stadium and that, they just thought, right, just buy this player, buy that player, and just keep everyone quiet. And that's just the truth of the matter.
Yeah, that's what they did. Ronaldo, you know what I mean? You see me dancing, you know what I mean? That's what they did, man. They knew what they were doing. You know what I mean? They knew what they were doing. But
that signing of Ronaldo was made, so people went, we're Man United. So the Glazers went, we're Man United, and we've signed Ronaldo, and we've sold so many shirts. Because all I've heard is how many fucking shirts. You can sell as many shirts as you want, yeah? You can make as much money as you want. You can have the full stadium every single week, but I'll take the Premier League trophy at the end of the year. End of story, every week. You can drive around Old Trafford with the bank balance on a fucking piece of paper and say, look how well we did this year. And we'll just drive around Moss Side with the fucking Premier League, buzzing our tits off.
Yeah, that's right in our doorstep. You know what I mean? Right in our doorstep, man.
Right. See, I'm just literally sitting here now thinking, this is what I've been getting for years.
It's not even
years. Like I got United on one side, the City on one side, growing up in Manchester, and I've just been hearing it for years. This is why I'm sick and tired of Arsenal and where we are.
What's Arsenal's agenda, though? You know what I mean? You might have
Arsenal's agenda, bro. What are you talking about? Our agenda, bro. We're dead right about now. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I want to uplift the team in it. Like, I don't want to be so negative about my club because I genuinely love him. But bro, we've been dead for 15 years, 16 years. You tell me, yeah. Like I said, we was in even the times of Samir Nasri and Fabregas and all of that. We was in the Champions League. What did we do in it? Do you understand what I mean? We didn't do nothing in it. And
Fabregas is a Chelsea legend anyway now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
it's a madness. But I'm just saying, like, we've had quality players in it. We've had Van Persie. We've had loads of quality players. And it's just been horrendous, bro. And I'm sick and tired of it, man.
What's happening at City, man? You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know, man. I've seen a few things at the minute. And I know you guys own the Carabao Cup, you know what I mean? We were all gassy last night, but Phil Foden's your top scorer, you know. I didn't know that, you know. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, he's playing false nine, though, to be fair. So he's going to score. We have got no striker, so he's playing the furthest upfield. So he's going to get goals. Listen, we're doing all right. Like you say, you've seen the performances against Chelsea, Paris. Even though we got beat, we played well. Liverpool, we've gone to Brighton, who were 4 flying. You know what I mean? We're knocking goals in left, right, and centre. We've done Arsenal for 5, Norwich for 5. So we're not having a bad season. We're doing all right. But I keep saying about the striker situation, but I get what Pep's saying. He's saying, look, when we're playing well, no one's mentioning the striker. As soon as we don't score or we have an off night, everyone's blaming Pep for not buying a striker. I truly believe he's got something lined up. I truly believe that it's not going to be a January fix. It's going to be a end of the season one. And I think he's that stubborn. He's going to try and win this league this season with no striker because that's just the way he is. But look, when we're blessed at Manchester City at the minute, on and off the field at the minute, life's good. Will it always be good? No. Are we prepared for the times when we're going to be in transition? Yeah, I fully expect it. When Pep leaves, I expect them to be 2, 3, maybe 4 seasons where we're probably not at the top, right at the top. We're probably going to be our turn to rebuild a little bit. But with being a City fan, we're used to that. We've done all that hard shit, and whoever comes in won't get the grief off the fans. You know what I mean? But at the minute, life's good. And we're just enjoying it, mate. Look, the Man City supporters, Premzy, you know, growing up from Main Road, Saeed knows. We're just living a dream, man. The club is massive turnaround from what.
Do you know what City deserve? Do you know what it is with City? Yeah, the reason I don't hate City like that because
deserve.
Like, nah, trust me, because in the sense of like obviously growing up and seeing how City fans used to get treated, you get me? It was a madness. Like you know it.
So you feel sorry for them then? You feel sorry for them then?
No, you know it because you lived there. These 12-year-old virgins on the internet that haven't got a fucking clue. They go, "Oh, you've got no fans and you've got no history." I just posted a video in our group chat for the Big Six. Yeah, Manchester City v Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, 32 years ago. I was there. And Stamford Bridge was half empty, and the City end was fucking rammed, mate. And we're all jumping around like lunatics. I tell you, people need to know the history first about Man City before they start kicking us in the bollocks.
Do you know what it is?
De Bruyne? Go on, Premzy.
Now, I was going to say what it is with City as well. A lot of people just hating it. The truth is, is they won the lottery, and a lot of people hate. Like I'm telling you straight, if Arsenal won the lottery, I love it. I love for someone to come and take over Arsenal. I could buy anyone who we want and buy the league. I'd love that. And the truth is, City, that's what happened with City. And everyone hates on him, innit? That's just the truth of the matter, innit? It's like Newcastle's going to get it.
On Insta as well. You got himself blocked on Insta. What have you said now, Steve?
Nah, do you know what it is? You know these United fans, they're absolutely smacked asses. As soon as I say something on Instagram, they report me to Instagram. What a load of weapons, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Wow.
People say I get rattled. I ain't reporting nobody because I lost the game.
Snitches. United fans, Steve's calling United fans snitches.
The grassy, mate, you know? They're all grassy.
He called me a grass before as well. He said I was.
Yeah, he's a UA for grass as well, Saeed.
You know what, man? It's mad this week, you know. A lot of people, man, they're mad. I see Lee Gunner trending on. Big up Lee Gunner, by the way. He was trending on Twitter and that, and everyone was like happy to see his Twitter account like suspended. And I was like, yo, man, like a lot of people get rattled by opinions, man. Just chill out, man. You know what I mean? It's
Saeed, you know what I'm going to see? Yeah, look, see this dickhead here, Oscar, Oscar. I never got Man United out of your mouth because I'm on a Man United channel and he's asking me questions about Man United, mate. So I'm going to answer him. But what I'm trying to tell you is, Man United fans are that precious, yeah. If you say anything about their precious club, you're obsessed. But it's not obsession. We're taking the piss for 20 years. You took the piss out of me. Now it's your turn. So when your team's shit, like United, people are going to talk about them, mate. People are going to talk about them. You know what I mean?
I was walking today
in your bedroom, listening to Mark Goldbridge, and realise that your team's wank. Your team's going to tell you the truth, innit? You know what I mean?
You know what it is, Steve? I can laugh, but man's we're shit. We've been shit for years as well. So even though I got no place to laugh. You know what I mean? But you know, it's all a madness. It's all a madness.
Yo, man. You know what it is? Yeah, it's the fact that I literally have to duck around here, man. Today I was walking past and people are doing high fives, and I thought literally was saying hello and that. The next thing you know, he held his hand saying high
Knocks for five.
Bro, I got 5 on it.
You get it.
Every week. I got 5. You fell right into that one though.
I can't believe it. Look how bad the season is, man. Like from where we started off here, I was gassed when we scored 5.
Nah, Ollie's gonna pull it back though, man. Trust me, Ollie will pull it back.
Nah, fuck that, man. He's getting out, mate. That's what I'm saying. Just wait until this guy leaves, man. The amount of energy I'm gonna have here when Conte comes in.
So is that who you want, Saeed? You want Conte?
Yeah, Conte. Yeah. I want someone as a winner. I want someone.
Right. If you can't get Conte, then if he doesn't come, who would you have?
I would have Ten Hag, but he's a long-term manager. He's someone that I don't think would come to this.
What about Neil Warnock? What about Neil Warnock?
What about Sam Allardyce?
Listen. You know, you keep Arteta there, mate. You know what I mean? I don't know why you got that chest, mate.
No, bro, I'm telling you now, I've come to terms because, bro, I want him out, and there's no point me keep screaming and shouting about it because it stresses me out, literally, bro. And there's no way they're gonna get rid of him in it. Look, he's had 8 games. It's not like I want him to lose. I want him to make me eat humble pie. I want him to get top 4. If you don't get top 4 for me, He's not good enough. Simple as that.
You have to lower expectations,
Nah, I'll forget all that. My expectations are high. Everything I do, high expectations. You know what I mean? My club, high expectations. Not because, bro, we're not no West Ham and all of that. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, we are big boys. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we should definitely be eating at the top table. We shouldn't be having crumbs and that. Have you seen that film, that platform film on Netflix, that where the table drops down and they're eating the crumbs? Have you seen it, bro? This is what I'm trying to say, bro. We're not down there. We should be top platform, not at the bottom.
Yeah, man. But look at Barcelona just sacking Koeman, top clubs, man.
Yeah, but he was dead,
man. They're finished, you know. There's a lot of fallen giants in a minute, man. Barcelona and United, similar road, man. You know what I mean? It's scary, man. Who would have thought Barcelona and Man United would have this kind of like sharp demise?
When did Barca win a trophy last, though?
I think they won the Copa del Rey, I think. Let me know in the comments below. You know what I mean?
It's got to be not that long ago still, innit? They must have won at least a trophy here.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, though, man. Like Barcelona, how far they've fallen, man. It's sad, you know, because I grew up watching Barcelona. Ronaldinho, probably the best player I've ever seen. You know what I mean? In terms of watching football, that's my favorite for me. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Last year's a Copa del Rey.
Exactly. There we go. So United, bro. United are falling a lot farther than Barcelona, bro. You know what I mean? Even us, we won a trophy as well.
Yeah, you keep holding on to that. To be fair, man. You know this, Steve. This title race. Do you still think it's between you three, or do you think anyone else will get in there?
No, I think it's between us and Liverpool. I just think you're going to see. I think the way we played each other at Anfield and the way we both the intensity both teams shown and the way that it was. I don't think my opinion. I don't think Chelsea are as good as us, and I think they will drift off a little bit. And I just think City. I think Liverpool are the ones to watch. I think they've got the rhythm again. City's got the rhythm as well. And you look at the seasons they had when we were bouncing 98-point seasons and things like that. It was unheard of. And I think we bring the best out of them and they bring the best out of us. And the first result I'm looking for every weekend is theirs, thinking, how are they getting on? And then they don't look like they're going to get beat at the minute. That's what I'm saying. And I talk to Liverpool fans and they think, oh, City look a bit, you know, are they going to win? They're going to lose? They're going to drop it? But listen, I just think it's City and Liverpool's all the way. I think they're going to pull away.
Do you know what? Liverpool are looking dangerous. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? After this match United like that.
When you've got Mohamed Salah in that kind of form, it's just they're the kind of players that can take you to the title because they're the ones that when he's like that every week he's just on fire. And like I say, we need somebody now from our team to step up to that similar level.
Bernardo Silva, though, he's looking like he might be stepping up. Do you know what I mean? He's doing all right.
He's a top player, man. Top player, Bernardo Silva, man. Top player, man.
I'm going to back my lads, and Grizz and the boys are going to back their lads. But I'm looking forward to it. But it's early days yet. Like I say, give it another 5 or 6 weeks, and you'll see the table will be totally different again.
You got to see, look, City are out of the Carabao Cup now as well, so it's one less thing for them to focus on as well. You know what I mean?
That's a massive thing. You know,
we've got a big squad, and one thing Pep always does is go for every single trophy because it gives a lot of these players chances to play. Because if you don't, they're going to be sulking and knocking on the door, wanting to play. You know what I mean? So it can be a blessing. Another amount of games, but look, for the last few years we've been playing maximum games every season. You know what I mean?
That's true. I look at it and I think, you know what I mean, it's a big one. But Malcolm here says, don't write off Chelsea though. I don't see them losing a game. You know, when you look at them, man, they keep either keeps them in or they have a clean sheet. You know, they'll get more clean sheets than I think you guys will, and Liverpool will, and that's what makes, you know, Fergie said it. You know, attack wins your game, but defense is winning titles. And I think that's been true for many years. So I look at, I think Chelsea, even though they play boring football and it's kind of like, you know, but they go under the radar. They go under the radar, man. That Brentford,
they've got experience, haven't they? That's what they've got. They've got a lot of experience. And see with Chelsea as well. See the manager, Tuchel. He's a clever man. Do you know what I mean? And he's getting a tune out of the players because you can see, like, I've seen some training clips of Chelsea now. You can see he's ferocious. Do you know, when he's on the pitch and that, and he's training the players, he's proper ferocious, and you can see that. Oh, these players know, Joe, and they know if you ain't playing well or doing what you need to do, and you're going to get dropped 100%, and you're not getting a chance again. This is what he's on. And you could just see with Chelsea as well, like they are playing well as well in the sense of when you think they're out or they're not going to get the result, they just pull it out of the bag. So,
no, they're a good. They are a good side. I'm not dissing them. I think they're a great side. I just think I've just got something in my head where I think you can see them tailing off a little bit, and it just be City and Liverpool going for it.
Yeah, I think so as well. Big clubs have big mentality. Owners are diminishing the memory of everything that was achieved. That's true, man. You know what I mean? That's why you've got to have owners who are kind of new and upcoming, and they invest in the club, man. You only got to look at East Manchester, man. How they've invested in the area. They're building a new. A lot of people don't realize, but they're building an actual arena next to the stadium. Like, it's just mad. Whereas you look at ours, it's industrial. You know what I mean? There's like a Premier Inn next to us. It's
you got Gary Neville. Gary Neville's earning more. I
know, and that's why he's wanted it.
How's he? Why is United not building a hotel there for themselves?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying.
Nah, United need to fix it up still. You know what I mean? Even the stadiums, ragos as well, proper ragos out of all the stadiums.
Man, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, for me, it's kind of bad, you know, because it just shows you everything. Like, gives you that kind of sign that we're gonna compete. And Ferguson was just one of them, man. And that's why I fear for United, thinking it's almost like thinking, you know, we've had our success now, and let's just wait for 20 years. Listen, there's stress, there's social media. You know what I mean? There's so many things. At least with Steve, Steve, you know what I mean? You didn't have people messaging you and trying to rattle you on Instagram DMs. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm getting kept up by skullfuggery, man, and that's sending me to nightmares.
Yo, he's
that
killing
guy,
man.
Watch out for skullfuggery. You don't need a person like that in your life that finds out videos.
Skullfuggery, man. He's just crazy, that guy.
Nah, them videos are funny though, still. I'm not going to lie, yo. They are funny. We caught that spit, yo. That was a madness.
I know, yeah. Madness.
You know what, man? Man,
I just clocked it.
Man just zoomed in, you know. Man's just literally like, oh my days, man. It's for me, it's crazy, man. Gary Neville's trying to keep his job, so the share price has dropped the same as Packet of Skips. Think he's gonna buy the club. You know what? You never know. He might just thinking, you know what, man? Class of '99, let's buy the club. And if we can talk good about United, then we might be able to first one. Do you reckon that's a fair point to make? If they soften up the Glazers, and then they'll be the first ones to buy the club.
I don't think they could afford it.
You don't think so?
No.
What if United say we want $3 billion for it, and Beckham's involved? No. You know what Beckham's doing?
They're the wrong kind of owners for me. No. They're the wrong kind of owners for me. Then you know what I mean. The Glazers, I don't know. You want.
You need Saudi owners in this day and age, bro. That's what you need, and that's exactly what you need.
I mean, listen, you can't. The Glazers, you can slag them all you want, but they put money up. I know it's not their own money, but they're putting money up. They got the Ronaldo deal through, so they're doing. You know, there's probably some owners that would.
United spend, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So they're spending the dough. I just think that the structure around the club at the minute is wrong. City's got Tixi Biggerstein and Ferran Soriano, the Barcelona boys, and they've got a good structure, a footballing structure.
How do they run? How do they run in terms of like what's different to what we've got? We've got John Murtough and Darren Fletcher. How do your guys run?
Because you need Gareth Southgate at United, I'm telling you.
City's run as a group. So all the teams are under the umbrella of the City Football Group. So if we have a scouting meeting, it's a scouting meeting between all the clubs. So they identify a player, they pull him into the meeting, and then they say, right, is he good enough for Manchester City? No. Right, is he good enough for Girona? Yeah. And then the Girona scout will pipe up and think, I think he plays well in our system. If he's good enough, City will buy him, and then they feed him into the system. And that is what they're doing at the minute. Everything's done as a group. It's tactics, things like that. It's mad. And apparently the way the operations run is unbelievable. And I'm telling you now, we buy all these clubs around the world under the City Group. You watch the Saudis come into Newcastle and they will buy group. They will set up a group like Newcastle Football Group, and they will buy clubs, and other teams will follow because the City model right now, is generating massive amounts of money all over the world. You're getting your brand in every single country because you've got clubs there. You're getting around work permit situations because you can buy a player in Brazil and send him to somebody in Europe.
Of course.
So it works, and I think other clubs, big clubs, will set up that kind of structure soon, and that is the way forward for football, I think.
Look at Arsenal. Today I heard Kroenke, man, he's losing money.
Nah, it's not losing money. He's not trying to free up no money. That's what it is, bro.
Oh, is it? Okay.
The same old story.
I don't understand.
To be fair, just briefly, I've touched on it, but I think basically he owes some like court fees that he was promised to pay, something like that, for the moving of the stadium. Yeah. Because he moved to LA Rams Stadium. And then basically now he's trying to say, nah, I ain't looking to pay them that money. Do you know what I'm saying? he's going on like he normally does, isn't it? So at least everyone's finding out what he's about, man. But,
he's listen, man. You know, I mean, we need Saudi owners, man. I remember when I was reporting it with one guy that I knew, and he knew people from like Rock Nation and that, and he had like links to the Saudis, and he said they were close, but United want 5 billion. I mean, who's going to get 5 billion this day and age, man? That's a problem with it.
Right. Well, look at Newcastle's owners, man. 330 billion there. That's chum change to them.
This is what you've got to look at, right? If you're a businessman now and you can buy Manchester United for 5 billion, yeah, you're going to make money, yeah? But with that comes unbelievable pressure from the fan base, from everyone around the world who demand that Manchester United win something every single season. Or do you sit back and buy Newcastle United for 300 million, who's not won a trophy for 60 years, and take your time and build it into something special, and you'll be adored by Geordies throughout the world? Now, if I'm a businessman and I've got a load of shit going on, I know which option I'm taking, and I ain't taking all that pressure on my shoulders. I'm taking the Newcastle option, and I'm putting black and white face paint on, a fucking Mohican, and I'm going to win the Premier League.
Bro, that's 100% right. And the only thing is, the person that's going to take over United, they're going to have to be a United fan in order to do it, innit? A United fan with the money, innit? That's just the truth,
the Arsenal guy, the guy, the Spotify guy.
Daniel Ek.
An Arsenal fan, So to him, it's in his chest, so he wants it.
Has he got those? Do
you know what?
There's better clubs out there for me to buy business-wise than them and deal with all that shit. I could go and grab Everton. I could go and grab Brighton. I could go and grab. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. There's a lot. Look at that Newcastle, 300 million, and
pennies.
Mike Ashley's been running them at a profit, so financial fair play doesn't come into account with them for at least another 2 or 3 years, so they can spend as much as they want.
Yeah, exactly. It won't surprise me if they get Conte.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're Conte, Premzytv, and you get offered the Newcastle job, and they get you in a boardroom and say, "Look, we don't care. You've got 5 years here. We'll pay you this, this, and this. We'll give you this transfer budget. The fans will love you.
Don't hurt me, man. Don't do this,
bro. But that's what Conte loves, isn't it? That's exactly what he loves. He loves something like that.
You go Man United, you lose 3 games on the trot, and the fans are giving you pure shit, and they want you out.
Yeah, that's true. You know what it is? It just shows you like all the best, like the owners that have come in the modern years. You look at Chelsea. You know, they had a car park in their stadium. You know what I mean? Before Abramovich came in. You know, City. You know what I mean? Let's not kid ourselves. City was City. You know what I mean? They came in. You know, Newcastle now. You know, they've not really won anything the last how many years. So you know what I mean? There's a running pattern there. What's the point really coming in now if you're owners? What legacy are you going to leave behind? You know, they've won everything. You know,
do you know what it is, Saeed, as well? If you're a Saudi sheikh or a Dubai sheikh, and you come into Man United or Liverpool, and you get them and you win the league, who the fuck gives a shit? Because they win the league anyway. So in Saudi Arabia and all them countries, it's about my yacht's bigger than your yacht. My palace is bigger than your palace. So if they can grab Man City, who haven't won a trophy for fucking 40 years, and turn them into a global football club, they can walk around Dubai and everyone's like, yeah, man, check what they did to Man City. If they take United and United win the Premier League, no one cares. That's what I'm saying. These guys are like playboys, you know what I mean? It's all about...
Yeah, they got too much money, man. It's like, we're a bunch of mates now. We've got like, there's only so much you can do with so much money, do you know what I mean? So as soon as, it's like, if all mates and that, they got money and they buy, I'll buy this team, you buy that team, you buy that team. And they're all having little bets between themselves who's going to win.
It's like Squid.
If United don't win anything for the next 3 or 4 years and they start going down in the mud, that's when United get took over. That's when somebody goes, I want to be the man that brings the glory days back to Man United. That's when someone steams in and takes it. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I might have grey hair by then, man. You know what I'm saying to you?
You have no hair, mate. You have no hair like me. Eggshell.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, it's already peak at a minute. You know what I'm saying to you? Like it's mad, man. City's wealth bill is 1 trillion. Saudi wealth is 300 billion. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Thingy are just mad. You know what I mean? Spurs not bothered with trading this week for Fabrizio Romano. Listen, I don't know if I'm going to trust Fabrizio Romano at the minute, but it's what it is. But listen, we're going to wrap up now. It's midnight, nearly midnight. Big up to everybody. 1,210 watching, man. Big up, man.
Yes, man. Late night crawlers, eh?
Late night crawlers, man, Steve. You know what I mean? It's been a long day, but we did it. Big up to everyone. Make sure you like the video, man. Get the algorithms up. Man. Want many people to see this. Some saying, Steve, go ball for the ball 6. Listen, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do that. I had a chance, remember, when if United won the Europa League, I was going to go bold. I said it. You know what I mean? But I'm never doing anything for this manager, mate. I'll tell you that, mate. You know what I mean? He can do one, mate. But big up all the City fans. Big up all the Arsenal fans. Yo, it's this guy Merchant's birthday in 3 minutes. Yo, big up, man.
Happy birthday, man.
You know what I mean?
All the best.
Love, man. It's the American crowd. Yeah, man. We love the Americans, man. Big up to you, man.
You know what? A lot of Americans come to the games as well at the Arsenal, you know. Clocked a few of them. So.
Same United as well. Same United, man. What about City? What is it like at City? Which fans do you get? I heard it's like a lot of Scandinavians and all that.
To be honest, there used to be years ago when City was in the mud, there was Scandinavians all over the place. To be honest, the ones I see at the minute is a hell of a lot of Dubai people there, obviously, because big man store. So when you go to the main entrance, you see them all with the flags and having the pictures and that. I expect that. But we're slowly getting that little, you know, people are coming over and that is what it is. But it's not quite there yet on the levels of Man United superstar.
these some of these comments are funny in the chat. I swear, I got you cracking up.
Yeah, you had to put that comment in, you know. Nah, but listen, I'd rather have that than, you know what I mean? We're not winning anything, man. You know, I can't be asked compared about fans and all that, man. I had a slight dig at City. About it, I wrote City and Mud yesterday, and I had that Rose. Big up Rose, man. She came at me on Twitter, man. She was going at me, man. She was like, "How dare you talk? You just got beat 5-0." So listen, we'll see, man. But people, we're gonna shout out everybody in the channel. Listen, make sure you subscribe to these guys. Big Steve, and let them know where to find you, man.
Yeah, man. Instagram, Big Steve MCFC, and then check out my channel. There's not been any activity for a week. At Big Steve MCFC on YouTube, but yeah, man, get them followers up for us.
Yeah, man, make sure you go link in the title, man. Make sure you subscribe to it, and then Premzytv, man, let them know, man. You got a YouTube channel, man.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm just trying to start off on that, man. I appreciate your support, man. Go and follow, man, on Premzy_AFC Instagram and Premzytv on YouTube. Obviously, I'm trying to do something in it. I'm not just gonna lie, I'm just being real with it in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna try and do my thing and see where it goes. But yeah, bless up, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Now make sure you subscribe to my link. Is in the title. Link is in the.
We might have to, I'm thinking we. I don't have any shows on my channel, but this could be a nice show. You know.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know, man.
You know, I'll think of a catchy name, proper football show. Could do it, man. For the late people as well one night. I know it means I always Manc.
Do you know what? Yeah, sweet. As well, I was thinking about a show, you know what? Yeah, I was actually thinking about one to speak to you about it and do it, call it the Man in the Middle, you know, because obviously man's from Manchester, but I got two man on each side, innit? City fan, United fan, and all my life is always been bantering with City and United fans. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, but obviously, right, you pick the name and all that and all whatever. Now, we'll jump on when you're ready.
We'll get some food next week because we missed it this week, but we'll get some food next week and we'll just chew it over and just see what we can come up with in it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It'd be good. It's been a good stream.
Great Big show, up, everybody. Man. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, we hate Ollie. Big up to everybody.
Ollie in.
Nah, man. Ollie out, man. Take care. Bye-bye.